start? Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Hmm. State Department blocks New York City mayor's aide meeting with Iran UN ambassador. Okay. Anna Maria Urquilla, commissioner of the mayor's office for international affairs, scheduled a July 7th meeting at UN Plaza in Manhattan with Amir Saeed Iravani. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. Iran's permanent representative, but the U.S. State Department intervened after learning of the plans. Officials met with Mamdani's team to clarify boundaries, noting no U.S. diplomatic ties with Iran amid ongoing hostilities, and the gathering was cancelled. Mamdani, who became the city's first Muslim and Asian American mayor in January 2026, said he learned of it only after press inquiries and called it an error, with his office now adding new protocols. Uh-oh, yeah, we didn't know. Yeah. Read the room. Okay, if you're going to meet with an official, make sure it's all legal and stuff. Not that hard. But you need to do more. Yeah. But now, okay, some of them, I'm looking at these. All these reports say you need to make it clear who contacted who, because this some of these sounds like it was Iran who reached out to the mayor's office, but I don't know. Yeah, I am suspicious. Gotta wait and see, but like, yeah, I'm seeing nothing that says whether or not. Let's see. Let's just actually look it up. Or for official, ask Rock to see if they even know. They can sort through everything. You can sift through all the articles, and I don't have to. Okay, so yeah, she was the one doing it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this says that the commissioner's office made plans for the meeting as part of broader efforts to prioritize outreach to foreign officials aligned with the administration's progressive/leftist views. Yeah, okay, they're not paying attention. Oh yeah, okay, people are saying Pete Hegseth should sue Hassan Biker because Hassan called him a rapist, and I mean, on one hand, I think it'd be funny, but at the same time, no, I just don't want to hear about Hassan anymore, honestly. I'm kind of sick of it. Oh, Minneapolis daycare owner pleads guilty to $5 million fraud. Oh. Oh. Learning Center. This is the Learning Center that just. Oh my goodness, it's the Learning Center that did it. Oh my goodness. I'm laughing. This was the owner, the CEO of Learning Center. Faces 27 to 33 months in prison and up to 5.5 million restitution. Okay. I'm just laughing that it was the Learning Center. That to me that's funny. Let's see if there's anything. Let's see what other YouTube videos there are. I know there are more about him. Oh, that was from In the Bring on the Night. No, or show was it Showtime? Pretty sure that was Showtime. Love episode. I know. Oh, I wanted to look at video game stuff too because it is Friday gaming. Oh yeah, something. Let's see if they have some gaming news so I can look it up. VTubers are trending? Oh. Oh, I want to get a screenshot of this. Just a minute. Okay, check those out first. And Bethesda and Ubisoft, there's gaming news in just a minute. Okay, it's about the anti-AI crowd. I like using AI. I do not care what people think of. If they don't like it, okay, they don't have to. Mm, mm, mm. And let's go Bethesda. Okay. Bethesda Game Studios Union is holding rallies on July 15th to protest Microsoft's recent Xbox layoffs. Oh, sorry. Uh, okay, if this affects them, yeah. Are the ones supposed to be doing Elder Scrolls? Yeah, okay. Do they own Bethesda then? Yeah. Yeah, I don't wanna. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, the said unions have Bethesda. Yeah, a lot of people saying Bethesda needs to be purged anyway. Wait, why did I do that? Oh, that was I hit the wrong button. Software's opening up. Crap. Wait for a minute. Yeah, we'll keep going, and I'll have to close it out when it opens. I can't. Oh, actually, there it goes. There's its opening. It's gonna take a moment though. Let's go back to the top and read what it actually says, and then I can just close this out because it wasn't supposed to be open in the first place. Oh yeah, it was just about. Okay. I wasn't. I thought Bethesda was its own company. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, really, they're not helping that. They should have a union. Yeah, they don't need a union. They need to make games. Yeah. The union said it's time for people to stand together against Microsoft's layoffs and called on people to show up for workers who make the games we love. Um, okay. The union can love the games all they want. If the gamers don't love them, you have a problem. It's, oh my goodness. Like, yeah, just like the games I love, I do not care if other people like them or not. I like them. But when you are the company making the games, you want people to buy them. And what's the Ubisoft thing? Okay. Oh, about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Racing. A lot of people aren't happy with it. Mm. Yeah, because there's DLCs, microtransactions, and stuff. People aren't happy. This person is saying, Ubisoft managed to sell a $70 deluxe edition of Black Flag Racing with less content than the original game. Censored it, reused physics straight from 2013, added fat, ugly, and diverse NPCs, had community managers claiming straight white men are dead and still got away with it, hit the 90K peak players on stream. Okay, well then, this is, I'll give them props. They proved game of the most retarded species on Earth. No, they didn't. Mm. Mm. Oh, and someone said it lost 1/3 of that audience within a day. Mm. 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 Yeah, okay, a lot of the comments aren't getting it. These people don't show. Mm. Uh, yeah, I've seen people. Yeah, people have been complaining about this for a while. So yeah, and oh yeah, I'm tired, but not time yet. There's still more news to do. What is there? Okay, Marmalade, it's okay. I'm just gonna rearrange stuff a little bit, okay? Marmalade, you're fine. You're fine. You don't need to move. I'm just trying to get comfortable. Palworld hits full 1.0 release with massive update and player surge. Now this, I've heard people talking about they are not changing the price. Pocket Pair launched the multiplayer survival crafter on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation 5, and Mac, adding crossplay, Xbox Game Pass support, 72 new pals, Sky Islands, a reworked story, and a level cap of 85. The patch notes spanned over 10,000 words, with Steam hitting a 24-hour peak of 500,000 concurrent players and 93.4 positive reviews from 427,000 users. With some bugs like save issues popped up, the excitement remains high as players dive into mutations, raids, and base building, proving small studios can deliver huge hits. Okay, yes, I've never played. Okay, Marmalade, calm down. Calm down, please, Marmalade. It's okay. Stop. Stop. You're fine. You're fine. Go lay. Marmalade, I do not. Marmalade, I need you to do not lick me right now, please. Thank you. Okay, so there was other stuff because there's been so much gaming. Oh, well, okay. If it's not actually showing me, well, I'm gonna. Where's Hero Hey on here? It's got good stuff. Does he have one? Oh, I didn't watch this. Okay, let's watch this.
At Capital Group, our active ETFs are meticulously crafted, seeking to endure the ups and downs of the market and make a difference at the core of a portfolio. Which has a nice sound to it, doesn't it? Capital Group, actively different, active ETFs.
At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value.
Oh no. Here we go again. Apex Legends Cyberpunk collaboration is being compared to collaborations from other games, especially those made by Eastern Studios. Many players say the skins don't look faithful to the original character designs and feel like a downgrade compared to other Cyberpunk crossovers. Some fans are also disappointed that iconic characters like Adam Smasher and Johnny Silverhand were not included in the collaboration. So we can see the comparisons there. The Eastern devs on the right, on the east, and the Western devs on the left, on the west side there, from this recent collaboration. East. Now, the reason I say here we go again is because this reminded me of a collaboration, dude. 2022. It was freaking almost 4 years ago. Okay, pause. Existential dread moment. But yeah, excuse me. Like I was saying, apparently it was back in 2022 already when this collaboration occurred with Nier Automata and 2B in Rainbow Six Siege, and people were talking about 2B, and they're like, "What did you do to our girl?" Well, at least it can't get any worse. Let's watch the official trailer from this, then we'll get back to the current news with this Cyberpunk collaboration in Apex. Okay, yeah, that's enough of that. Let's check out the comments. the Netflix adaptation. That's a full-blown dude cosplaying as 2B. That's Leon Kennedy in a dress. Every time I see Ubisoft touching something, I always say, it can't be worse. Yeah, I've always been wrong. That's what I was saying to him. Like, it can't get any worse. But to be fair, I was saying it facetiously. Obviously, it can. And we're not even done yet. Let's move on. Oh, what is that? Meet Gigachin Rebecca from the Apex Legends Cyberpunk collaboration. The absolute state of Western developers. Gigachin Rebecca's crazy. How about Adam Smasher Lucy cosplay? Yeah, you know what? Maybe going on the internet was a mistake today. If I could have a do-over, I would. Well, I do need content, I guess. Whatever. Bro, why would they ever give her this expression? Like, what's going on with her face? This is like one of the creepiest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, it's 2026. That's all I'm going to say about that for right now.
Like, just why? Why would you do this? Even if they wanted to give her, like, a serious expression, like, oh, you better not mess with me or my friends. I mean, they could do that without this. You know what I mean? Just odd choice. Madam Savvy chiming in. Let's see what she has to say on this one. Quote, it's supposed to be the character's cosplaying. That's why the faces gets cut off, unquote. She says, cool, it looks horrible, and they should try caring more. Weird how entire models are made for other short notice collabs, but all they could do here was cheap clay looking clothing. Quote, okay, but not every cut off again, unquote. No, it's really easy to translate anime into semi-realism, just shave the jaw a bit. Oh, what's wrong, American AAA dev? Don't you know how? On the flip side, some are defending this collaboration, writing things like, it's clear that none of you understand what quote-unquote collab is. You're comparing stuff that incomparable. You're comparing new models that CN devs made versus costumes that they done for decades. And you're telling them is to remodel them to a point they don't look like the existing characters. Okay, so what? So what? They won't look like the existing characters. Okay, and why is that a problem? It's a collab. Like, why not put more effort into it? But you know what? For argument's sake, I'll say sure. I understand that could be way more effort than these devs want to do. They don't want to make full new models for the collaboration. And to an extent, that's actually fair. So I won't even really like entirely disagree with that premise. Here's my point. My point is, if the argument is, well, these characters already look like that, then I just have to wonder, why? Why are they making all their women look like this? Why is that like the standard female face? Like, why do they have to be, to put it as respectfully as I possibly can, why do they intentionally pick a design choice where it's like the women just look very off? Again, as respectfully as I can put it, they look off. Something's off with this. And the response from the corporate defenders is always the same thing when you point out how Western devs continually do this to female characters. They say, oh, you're just a gooner. You're just a gooner. And it's like, dude, talk about a self-report. Talk about projection. I'm here having a nuanced discussion about character design. There's nothing gooner about that. But these people, they can't actually engage with that discussion at all, so they resort to calling people gooners and saying, just...
Yeah, I would not really know if that was a man or a woman, honestly. They just... I mean, the hairstyle could be man or woman. And the expression, yeah, I mean, well, at certain moments your face does look funny if a picture is taken at the wrong time. And, I mean, the rest of them, yeah, do they have breasts or not?
watch Prawn.
Don't
So you can
know.
only then reasonably conclude that people that say that are intellectually incapable of engaging with a nuanced discussion in this manner, so they run away from it like that. And or they're the ones who are so gooner minded that they can't even see a topic related to character design without making it, you know, sexual and accusing other people of doing what they're actually doing internally via their own projection outwardly. And it's like, okay, look, I get it. You want to defend the Western AAA devs and the Western companies for doing this to women for whatever reason. They want to defend that stuff, but they're like nervous to admit it. So they, in a roundabout way, try to just call other people gooners as they defend it. You know, it's a very weird, pathetic thing, but you see that time and time again when stuff like this comes up. Let's check out what the Cyberpunk Edgerunners subreddit is talking about this collab.
With the
And
eyes?
we've also got an example of David Martinez there on the left, which, interestingly enough, as a top response points out, Lucy looks manlier than David, though.
Make it cold.
With AC Pro, anyone can recharge their car's AC. Like a pro. Be a pro with AC Pro.
No, Marmalade, not yet, not yet.
Pros
Okay, I
know
love
the
you,
pain
but not
stops
yet.
here. Physical therapy helps me as an athlete.
Yeah, what's going on with that? I don't know, but take a look at that for a few more seconds and we'll go check out the other top responses. And here we go. So we got Lucy. Looks like they gave a random dude her body and hairstyle. It's not just me, right? Response reading, definitely not just you. Showing a picture here where on Twitter people were comparing, Lucy to Canon Lucy. Canon Lucy gif saying, I'm sorry. In post-production, I think I may have said that too quickly. My apologies. I was saying Canon Lucy. It kind of sounded like I said Canna Lucy. Canon Lucy. All right, continuing. David.
Yeah. I have no idea what the shawarma meme is. I hope they explain it.
It literally looks like the shawarma meme. Lol, they all ugly as hell. This guy held nothing back. Just they all ugly as hell. No, I might have gotten suckered into playing Woowa, but this ain't working. Even non-Woowa players are finding it hideous. Lol. What do they do to my girl? No. Awful. Just absolutely disgustingly awful. There are ways to do a collab, like with the accurate models from Wuthering Waves and maybe canon extra content. And then there's this. Wait, this isn't just a poorly executed mod? No, it's an official collab which was announced. This collaboration deserves a circle in hell. Sheesh. To be honest, any Edge Runners collabs after the Woowa collab are going to be scrutinized heavily for quality and faithfulness. This Apex collab is being rightfully scrutinized because who the hell even are these people? And then a discussion similar to what we talked about earlier. For example, this user says, I think they might be some select Apex heroes that are given costumes to look like David, Rebecca, and Lucy. I don't think they're supposed to actually be the characters. Rainbow Six Siege did the same thing with Ghost in the Shell and Resident Evil. Response reading, quality still matters regardless. The other user then responding and saying, well, given that the characters still have to look recognizably like themselves, it's not surprising it's jarring to see. They're dressed like cyberpunk characters, but have the body shapes and facial structures of their own base characters. Besides, translating anime characters to game models with realistic graphics does not usually work in the first place, mainly because anime is heavily stylized to begin with. A good example is the Persona collab in COD Mobile. Sure, you can tell they're supposed to be the Phantom Thieves, but since COD has a more grounded and realistic art style, the Phantom Thieves all look uncanny. With that other user then leaving the final response that reads, I'm not saying the style has to mimic the anime look. I completely understand and I'm already aware that it's unattainable in certain graphical styles. What I mean is that this is low effort. I mean, Lucy literally looks like a man. They really couldn't feminize her features even a little bit. Those sort of things are what I'm referring to when I say quality still matters. And like I said earlier as well, it then takes you to the next part of the argument, which is, well, why are they making their characters look like this? Why are they making their female characters look like this to begin with? Which, as we discussed, is something certain people really never want to even talk about and pretend like it isn't happening. And one more quick response here to close out. As a non-Apex player, that is absolutely comical and horrifying. If Woowa can keep the tattoo accurate, why can't Apex? And for anyone curious, here's an example of Lucy and Rebecca from the aforementioned Woowa collaboration. There you go. And people are really loving this, even for other reasons than simply the character designs, which I'll give you an example of right now. As this post from Wuthering Waves Guide reads, Cyberpunk collab is actually insane. I downloaded the game just for this collab, and I played the story for Cyberpunk for the past 4 hours, and I just wanted to say how brilliant it was, honestly. This did not feel like a money grab collab at all, and honestly gave a lot of closure to the story. The amount of dedication that went to this collab is actually insane. I was going to stop playing after finishing the collab, but now I have second thoughts. Never would have thought this game would bring back so much emotions in me about Cyberpunk. With the top response that's a little bit more critical, reading, I think that the general impression everyone has is that the models and the story are absurdly well done, while the monetization aspects are kinda bad. Response reading, well, it is a gacha game. Unfortunately, that's just how things are in the genre, though I hope Kuro does better in the future. And that's the latest. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of people being upset with the whatchamacallit, the the latest Netflix making the Avatar The Last Airbender series. People not happy with it. Okay. The appearance was one thing, the story, and it was storyline too. This makes me think of Oregon Trail. I don't know if it is though. Where's what is it, Chelsea having? Oh, there was a short. Oh, there was a short by Chelsea I want to watch. So yeah. What is it? Oh, this one. Yeah, I saw watched this one.
United Airlines is currently being sued. United Airlines is...
What, no,
Alright
this
guys,
one.
there's now a parasite out there that's giving people unstoppable diarrhea. And this has apparently affected major fast food restaurants all across the US. The main states is New York State,
Texas, Colorado, Illinois, Wisconsin, North
Why is
Carolina,
it
Tennessee,
showing?
Georgia, Florida, Louisiana,
the
and
clip's
finally
being
Virginia.
weird.
Also, New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Connecticut.
so if you live in any of those
YouTube's-
states, be careful with the lettuce, the beans, and the guacamole, because that's apparently what Taco Bell is removing off of its menu temporarily in certain states. If you are feeding for a Crunchwrap Supreme, you might need to wait a little bit. But regardless, stay safe and don't get the runs.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that was. The browser shows up. Are you kidding me?
Alright guys, there's now a parasite out there
now
that's
it's
giving
going
people
again, okay.
unstoppable diarrhea. And this has apparently affected major fast food restaurants all across the US. The main
Stupid.
states is New York State,
Texas, Colorado, Illinois, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, and finally Virginia. Also, New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Connecticut.
so if you live in any of those states...
So let me just see how many states that was. Okay, we have. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 states. And Alaska being included is kind of weird. I mean, it's not as, I mean, it's not isolated, but it is, so it seems weird that they would have the same issues.
Louisiana, and finally Virginia. Also, New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Connecticut.
So if you live in any of those states, be careful with the lettuce, the beans, and the guacamole, because that's apparently what Taco Bell is removing off of its menu temporarily in certain states. If you are feeding for a Crunchwrap Supreme, you might need to wait a little bit. But regardless, stay safe and don't get the runs. Alright guys, there's now a parasite out there that's giving people
Okay, I know it's a little bit earlier than usual, but, well, that's me. Here I am gonna get busy and go, well, let me figure out how to raid. I think I can do it. Let me, this out just a moment. I want to do it kind of early because I do want to do a few things. Let me figure this out. You can figure it out. I don't know. Mm. Mm. No, it's not helping me. That's not what I want. Okay. Do I need to do it? Okay, well, let me just... I need an ending stream thing. Okay, I don't see the buttons things. You know, yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. Okay. I'm gonna have to switch, so just a moment. I'm gonna see how this works. Okay. So, let me just get this over here. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I need to do that. Okay. You go to... Well, and those of you on Kick watching, thank you. Gonna stop now because I do not know how to raid on Kick, and I know nobody on Kick. So gonna stop here and now. I'm just gonna raid out and yeah. Have a good night and thank you very much for watching. Let's see, just stop Kick. Okay. Okay, yeah, just okay. That's that. Oh, Marmalade, calm down, buddy. Okay, now I'm gonna close this out and I'm gonna just switch to this for a minute while I figure out the rating. I gotta do the okay, I gotta go to Twitch. I gotta make a ending stream image too for you guys to watch. We're figuring this out. Okay, what was it? Okay, there we go. Okay, here. Yeah, figure this out. We're gonna do okay.